mission, should we choose to accept it, find a rare image of a soon-to-be razed mansion, and repeat it on location. Surely not impossible, right? Fortunately, the Museum of History and Industry supplied the only extant then photo of what director Leonard Garfield calls one of the great private estates from one of Seattle's golden eras. But capturing the now photo proved a greater challenge. "This is a caper," Mohai board member Maria Denny said as we glided through Montlake Cut in a battered cabin cruiser, turning north into Lake Washington on a balmy winter's afternoon. Maria's great-great-uncle Rolland Denny, 1851 to 1939, commissioned noted architectural firm Bebb and Mendel to design a 3-story Spanish Mission Revival mansion. Completed in 1907, it was christened Loch Kelden, a fusion of wife Alice Kellogg's name and Denny's own. Overlooking Loch, Washington, the then 50-acre estate was a wilderness retreat accessible only by boat from Madison Park. In 1974, the Unification Church acquired the mansion and its remaining 1.7 acres, using it as a domicile and hosting dignitaries including founders Sun Myung Moon and his wife. On the market since 2022, Loch Kelden recently was sold to developers for what real estate sites say is $5.999 million, pending feasibility. Preservationists could not nominate it as a city landmark because the state Supreme Court has exempted religious entities from landmark designation unless such owners support or seek it. Thus, demolition appears imminent. In February, Scott Dolphy, the church's retired property manager and caretaker for more than 2 decades, graciously offered a farewell tour to a group of historians. 2 days before our visit, however, the invite was rescinded due to a strict non-disclosure provision of the sale agreement. Access to the grounds to take our repeat photo also was denied. So we opted for a boat's eye view. Putt-putting past expansive waterfront homes, we spotted the cream-colored mansion on Windermere Bluff. "Spectacular," said Maria Denny. "I'd forgotten how lovely it is." It stirred a raft of family memories as well. Her father, the late Brewster Denny, often visited Loch Kelden, fondly recalling his 11th birthday party, thrown there by his great-uncle Roll, notably the youngest member of the well-known November 13, 1851 Alki landing party. 2 months old and near starvation, Rolland was not expected to live. But Duwamish tribal members supplied the infant with life-saving clam nectar. In the end, why does this lovely place matter? For Maria Denny, the answer is simple. Holding on to pieces of history means that we continue remembering them. An improbable and uphill mission? Perhaps not yet impossible. In our first then photo, the stucco walls of Loch Kelden are covered with ornamental ivy in this 1926 photo, the only extant view from its early decades. Its 3 stories and 7,700 square feet stood on a 50-acre waterfront estate, encircled on 3 sides by virgin timber. "It boggles my mind," says Eugenia Wu of Historic Seattle, "that anyone would acquire the historic Rolland Denny mansion property as a multi-million-dollar teardown." In our second then, a 1913 photo of Loch Kelden's interior. The living room furniture and wall decorations are typical of their era. In our third then photo, Rolland Herschel Denny, son of Arthur and Marianne Denny, joined Dexter Horton's bank, eventually serving as its director. He and wife Alice lived in Loch Kelden till their deaths in 1939. In our fourth then photo, at a 1913 picnic, Denny family members and friends enjoy a day of fun and frolic. Today's estate no longer has waterfront access. In our fifth then photo, 9-year-old Brewster Denny, 1924 to 2013, with the family dog. In our now photo, with her great-great-uncle's mansion gleaming at upper right, Maria Denny stands on the bow of Howard Lev's cabin cruiser. Only a few hundred yards south of Magnuson Park, the structure can be spotted from across the lake, from Kirkland to the 520 bridge.
That's where we are. We're in the neighborhood of Windermere, right near Magnuson Park.
It must have been extraordinary for people to, because they always comment on looking across the lake and seeing
from Kirkland
and seeing the house here